I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today.
Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Bumblebee, and I love this toy. Released in 2024, this is brand new and available in stores right now as of the time of this recording. This is a deluxe class figure. Deluxe class figure, and it retails for approximately $25. And I throw those quotes up there. You'll see why in a moment. So here we have Bumblebee. We're going to start out with the packaging. We got that open box. I love that they're bringing animated into the Legacy United fold. It's just such a cool thing that they're doing here, bringing in these figures from animated, these characters from animated. And I love the way that they're stylizing them so that they don't look like they necessarily belong with your animated figures, but rather with your legacy figures, and they just fit right in. And I absolutely love everything about that. But here we have the packaging. Very cool artwork of Bumblebee in vehicle mode right there. He's got his little rocket boosters attached to the top right there. Legacy United Deluxe Class figure. Deluxe Class figure. We got some artwork of Bumblebee here along the side and a close-up of his face. We got that cool splash artwork there on the side, and then over here on the back we've got product shots of Bumblebee both in his robot and in his vehicle mode. 22 steps to transforming. Taking a look at everything that comes, you get the figure itself. You get two of these little rocket boosters right here. These are done in clear plastic right there. And you get two halves of a stinger. I guess I'll just hold one up. There you go. So you get two halves of that, and then of course you get a sheet of instructions. And so here's Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. He's absolutely tiny. He is approximately just a hair over 3 inches long and about 1.5 inches tall. And this is where I am continuing to throw out the air quotes here, because okay, so I've come to accept that we're paying $25 for deluxe class figures now. Fine, whatever. But this is not a deluxe class figure. This is what we used to have as not necessarily a Legends. This was what we used to call a basic class figure. And so if you're gonna, they've done this a couple of times now where we get a Bumblebee or a Cliff Jumper or something like that, a very small figure, a smaller than a deluxe class figure, packaged as a deluxe and sold as a deluxe, and it's just something that I have a problem with. If you're gonna sell this, have a Bumblebee in a 2-pack with a Cliff Jumper and sell that at a deluxe price, right? That way we're getting our money's worth. Or in this case, because it's animated, more than likely they're gonna do the Wasp repaint, So why not have Bumblebee and a Wasp as a 2-pack in that deluxe class packaging? Because this is way too small to be a deluxe. Even with these little pieces added, that just does not add up to a deluxe class. That's just my humble opinion. I've resigned myself to paying $25 for a deluxe class, but when I'm paying $25 for something this small, it does still tend to bother me. So that aside, the figure itself is really neat. So here we have Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. Rolls super nicely, and again, looks exactly like the vehicle show model. It's a little compact little hatchback, which I think is the perfect transition for Bumblebee. I've always liked the transition of Bumblebee from Volkswagen to sporty little hatchback. Never liked the transition into like a muscle car like the Camaro and whatnot. Not a fan of that, but into a little sporty hatchback, I'm all for that. Love that. Done all in yellow. Done a pretty good job of matching all the yellows. There's a little bit of shade difference from the roof right here. So this part right here is all clear plastic. And then on the top there, they painted that yellow. So that one's just a little off from the rest, but just barely. The rest of the figure looks pretty good. You got the silver wheels. Unlike with Optimus Prime, we got black wheels with him. They gave us silver wheels with Bumblebee. So I guess there's where the deluxe money went, I guess. I don't know. You got that black stripe. Can you tell? I'm a little salty about that. Got that black stripe going across the top there, black bumper, silver lights, nothing on the back, however. That's about it for Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. Now you can attach the halves of each stinger to the little rockets right here, just like that, and then you can attach the rockets up here to the top sides. And this is actually, if you're not familiar with animated, because I know animated was very polarizing. A lot of people did not like animated. I loved animated. I thought it was a very well told story. It was a really good story. It was very well told, and I liked the character designs, the character models, and the figure models, and I really enjoyed the toys. But I know that's not everybody, so if you're not familiar, this was actually an upgrade that Bumblebee got at some point during the show, where he got these rocket boosters. And so he had them when he transformed, they would be on his back. When he transformed in the vehicle, they would be mounted right here, and it made him even faster. And that was kind of the thing with Bumblebee in that show, is he just had to go fast. He was kind of like the Sonic of that show. He had to go fast. So this allowed him to go faster, so of course he had to go for it. So there you go. You can actually do that if you wish. We'll go ahead and remove those, set those off to the side. We'll do a couple of comparisons. All right, so here is the new Legacy United Bumblebee with animated Activators Bumblebee, not Deluxe class. Activators Bumblebee. This was a $5 figure. Okay, he's actually smaller than the Activator figure. You see, and it's that's what. Okay, I've said it, and that's what bothers me. There, I said it again. I don't want to get too hung up on that, but that just kind of makes my point. You see, but there you go. So you can see what the two of them look like together. They look pretty much like the same car. There you go. And of course, here he is with the new Legacy United Voyager class Optimus Prime, so you can see what the two of them look like together. Now, in all fairness, that scales well with this Prime, this Voyager Prime, and that little tiny, smaller than a Deluxe class Bumblebee scale exactly the way that they should. So again, I just think we should have gotten a 2-pack on this. That's all. You know, when give us this with Wasp, that would have been awesome. But there you go. So you can see what the two of them look like together. To transform Bumblebee, we're going to start up here at the top, and we're just going to pull these two tabs from the windshield off the hood right there. And then we're going to come here. Actually, we're going to come to the back of the vehicle. We're going to split the rear wheel wells, and then we're going to pull this panel up and just fold that up onto the roof of the car. This should allow us to reach down in here and bring the side panels in the wheel wells down. Do that on both sides here. And actually, we're going to take this double hinge right here and just pull this out like so. Just get these arms completely out of the way. With the front of the vehicle untabbed, we're going to be able to hinge this entire half of the car over all the way to the back, just like that. We can bring the arms down, reach in here, pull the fists out, and close that little panel, straighten out the arms. So again, straighten out the arm, reach in here, pull that little fist out, close that panel, and straighten out that arm. And that's his shoulders right there. Up here at the top, we're going to take the front half of the windshield and the car roof, and we're going to bring that down. We're going to flip it, and then we're going to bring it up and tab that into place. There's a tab there and a slot there. So tab that right in there. There's the top of the robot done. Split the front half of the car. We're going to open that up, and then we're going to take the front of the vehicle right here. We're going to bring this forward like so. We're going to rotate this panel around like that. We're going to reach in here. We're going to pull this piece out, and we're going to close that up. Same thing over here. We're going to open up the hood. Go ahead and reach in for that. Take the front of the car, flip it forward, take this panel, rotate it around, and then we're going to close this panel. You'll see the tab and the slot right there. Finally, rotate him at the waist, and there you have Bumblebee in his precious, very cute little robot mode, standing at approximately 4 inches tall. We'll bring him in close, take a look at him in detail. Detail-wise, again, he looks fantastic. I mean, that is animated Bumblebee through and through. He looks great. Taking a look at that head sculpt, he's got that smirk. He was kind of a smartass on the show, So he's got that smirk right there. Nice Autobot logo there on the chest. Going all the way around. Solid figure. Not really any gappiness to speak of. The arms are all closed up. The legs are all closed up. Not a whole lot of gappiness to speak of here. Good looking figure. Articulation-wise, head is on a... You've got a little rocker here, can move forward and backwards. It's on a ball joint at the top there as well, so you can look up and down, side to side. Mine is super tight. The shoulders can go in and out. They can go forward that far and back that far. They do not go around 360. They only hinge forward that far and back that far and in and out. There's another hinge right at the bicep that'll help let you move it forward some more, so you can kind of bring his arm up about that far, and that's about it. You got a rotation at the bicep, and you got a bend at the elbow there. And you have, let's see, we have a rotation at the wrist. Mine, again, is super tight, but I thought that was there. Move those out of the way. Rotation at the waist. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Rotation at the thigh, bend at the knee. The legs can go forward just a little bit, and we do have the ankle tilts for those surfing poses. Very, very cool. And again, he looks fantastic. My only real gripe with him is the size. Not the size. The size is not my gripe, because he is well scaled with that Voyager Optimus Prime. It's the price point. I don't think this is a deluxe class figure. I don't think we should be paying for a deluxe class figure for something this small. But that's it. Bringing in the rockets. So you got those tabs on the back right there, as I mentioned earlier in the show, when he got this upgrade. So the rockets would be mounted where we looked at them in vehicle mode. And then when he transformed, they would be mounted to his back, just like that. So you can recreate that here as well, which gives Bumblebee his super speed like he did on the show. So that's a thing that you can do there as well. And then now this is very cool. And I really, really love that they added this little detail. Whoever worked on this figure was definitely a fan of animated. So if we open the panels up and we flip his fists back in, we're going to have these little nubs pointing out. We'll go ahead and do that on both of these. It's going the wrong way, I think. There we go. And close that back up again. You can take your little stinger right here, peg that together, and then you can actually bring his shoulders in like so. And this will allow you to peg the stinger into his hands, which again is something that he did on the show. The stinger would actually transform out of his hands, and he would combine his hands together like that. So this is actually a thing that he did on the show, and I absolutely love that they did that here. That is so well executed. That is very, very impressive, and it looks really, really good. That is very well done. Again, I'm convinced whoever worked on this figure was definitely a fan of the animated show or of the animated Bumblebee character for sure, because that is a very specific detail to add there. And I appreciate that they did. That is a very, very cool callback. We'll set that aside for the moment. A couple of comparisons. Here he is with the animated, what was it called? Oh, the Activator Bumblebee. So you can see what the two of them look like together again. There he goes. Just there you are. Now, and again, this is what I like. What I really love about what they're doing with this Legacy line, with these animated figures, with Prime and with Bumblebee. You see, this is definitely and very obviously animated Bumblebee, but when you look at the animated figures, they're very stylized, right? So this looks like animated Bumblebee, but he doesn't look like he fits with your animated toys, and he doesn't. He's meant to fit with your Legacy toys, and I love that about it, because we have different universe figures like animated, and we have Armada, and we have Beast Wars, and we have G1 and G2, and they're all on the same shelf, and they look like they belong together. And I absolutely love it. What a great concept to do with figures. I really, really love that. Once again, here he is with animated, Legacy animated Optimus Prime. And again, they scale very well together. That is exactly how those two should look together. That is a perfect scale for those figures. They look fantastic. And again, always here, in case I can't find any sugar-free gum, there he is next to G1 Optimus Prime, so you can see what they look like together. So again, I don't want to sound like I'm really coming down on this figure, because I'm not, or at least I don't mean to. I really do like this figure. I love this figure. I love that vehicle mode. I love this robot mode. And I love what he does. I love everything about it. The only thing I don't love is that price point. I just don't think it's fair to be charging a deluxe class price for something this small, unless it came in a 2-pack, right? But other than that, fantastic figure. I'd say if you can find it on sale, pick it up, you know. That's it. It's a great figure. It's a definite pick up. If you're a fan of animated, like I am, this is a definite must get. This is a really, really, really great figure. Just, I hope that you can get it on sale or something, because $25 is too much for it. But that's it. What did you think of this figure? See, I'm all messed up. I'm all out of order here. I think that about does it for the Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Animated Bumblebee. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends if you like what you see. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.